Hello and welcome back to Limited Adhesion's Prototype League Season 2, second part of Round 5. We're still at Sebring. My name's Mark and joining me in the commentary booth is Steve. How you doing, Steve?
Yeah, it's great to still be here at Sebring. Race 2, it should be interesting to see how the LMP2s get through Tourmaline in first place. So, and once again, it'd be interesting to see how Tour does with the LMP2s behind him coming past. So yeah, he's got a bit of a jump on his competitors in the LMP3s. So we'll see how this one goes. Looking forward to this one.
Indeed, if you haven't already watched Race 1, then go and check that out because you've missed quite a lot, including a colour-changing car.
But the fastest respray in history.
But you will also have missed Tourmaline winning in the LMP3 class and getting the reverse grid pole, which, I mean, look at all those LMP2s between him and his nearest rival, which would be Winslade. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch the start.
Yeah, it could be a dream or an absolute nightmare. Let's see which one it is.
The cars come round the final corner. Safety car will peel off into the pits, and Milan will decide when we go green. And there we go. Couple of cars slow, but we are racing once again at Sebring. LMP3's just getting past Milan like he's sat still, but oh, we got carnage already. We have, gosh, that was about 5 or 6 cars all off there. That was chaos, almost, as we see.
Oh, Max Follies. Go on, Mac.
No, we've got Meesters, who's made it straight up into the lead, past even Malarin. Innis made a great start as well, up to 3rd.
Yeah, that seemed to be almost the whole of the LMP2 field was straight off at the corner and into the tyre barriers. Like, it looks like Pavel Kuzmarek just pinned his ears back and gone.
Indeed, Maxwell now trying to get past through all of the LMP3s. We've got a car there with no front wing. Is that Parker?
Yeah, that's Parker with no front end.
Maxwell now up the inside past all the LMP3s. Parker on the inside of Innis. He's still managing to make the corner. I don't quite understand how. And that's Winslade looking to get past Innis, but not being able to at the moment. So yeah, Parker's running 3rd in class despite not having a front end at all. That's remarkable.
And with so much damage, it begs the question: if he's got a meatball, then he's got three laps to serve it. But if he doesn't have a meatball,
that's Winslade up the inside of Innis, and we've got carnage. Winslade and Innis are off.
Oh, that's a big gap.
Let's take a look at the start. That's Kelly on the inside. Not really anything Kelly could do about that, I don't think. But yeah, there's a lot of damage there.
Yeah, they're a little bit messy.
Here's Winslade and Innis, and again, nowhere that Innis could go there, really.
No, it was Winslade there, just drifting slightly wide and contacted with Innis, just knocking him off. It's unfortunate. And there might have been a little bit of the fact that they had Rich Meesters that was spinning in front of him as well. Maybe just sort of like took their eyes off the ball there.
Here we've got Hugavin and Rice into the pits.
Yeah, I just finish off the point I was making earlier. We've done Parker. It could be that if he's not got a meatball and he's able to run fairly much all right, as you see another car there, which is Zhao Tome.
That's
it
Tome.
Could be that. Yeah, it could be that they'll take, rather than going into the pits. And run the whole race, being another 6 laps. They could well run the whole race with no front end on.
That would be something. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how they'd be able to have the pace to run competitively though. Surely it would be quicker to pit, especially given that you've got a faster pair. But hey, we'll see if they can still run competitive lap times.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, because obviously you've got Jake Weaver now. I think Jake's still got damage. He's 17.5 seconds behind the leaders. He's not behind the lead. He's not actually behind Rich Meesters. I'm not sure how much damage Lugo Keki's got, but obviously the ones that have been at the pits, Hugovin's already 37.5 seconds behind Weaver. So it'll be interesting to see at the end of the race how quickly he catch, having been at the pits to repair the damage.
Indeed, we will have to watch with bated breath as we see Glugokeki now. I was going to say with Winslade, with Malarin right behind him, but Malarin obviously is a different class. As we see Parker still, he's not dropping back massively.
Not at all. I mean, he's only 5.5 seconds.
He was half a second quicker than the leader.
Yeah, I mean, Glugokeki's 11 seconds behind Parker, so it'll be interesting to see how much he can close up on this lap.
And in fact, Parker was quicker than Glugokeki that lap.
Maybe it's a weight to power distribution, and he's got no front end, so he's going quicker with a lighter car.
It could be indeed.
But we've seen something similar with the TCRs, haven't we? Where we've had drivers with no front end and what have you, and they've been going as quick as the guys that have no damage.
That is true. I mean, I just didn't expect to see it with prototypes being so error dependent, but
not quite.
Hey.
Yeah, Glugokeki doesn't seem to be closing the gap.
He's not, no.
Not as much.
After all of the carnage of the first couple of laps, now that it's starting to settle down slightly, we've got Kuzmarek out in front, followed by Maxwell. Maxwell obviously did quite well in the first race, coming in second to Glugokeki. So yeah, will he be satisfied with another second place, or will he be chasing down Kuzmarek, trying to get that win? So we see Parker still in the background, still not. I mean, he's going a lot quicker than I would have expected with no front wing.
Yeah, it does look funny when it comes around that corner. It comes out with all you can see is bits and bats at the front of the car. Different reservoirs.
And more importantly, we saw in the first race, Parker's obviously got a magnificent pit crew to be able to respray his car without doing a pit stop. Can't they change the front wing without doing a pit stop as well? Or was that a bit too much to ask?
Hang one over the side of the pit wall. Oh, another one there with no front end.
Yeah, that's Tomei. As we see, oh, there's Maxwell and Kuzmarek fighting. There was a back marker getting involved there. Mark Brown is just gone a lap down. And I wonder if Kuzmarek was caught napping slightly. Wasn't sure which way to go, and Maxwell took advantage of that. But either way, we have a new race leader.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen before with Stephen Maxwell, I think he'll scamper away, and Pavel will have to possibly just be satisfied with second place at the moment. We have to say another one off. That's James Renwick.
Renwick.
Yeah, already see the gaps growing.
Already 1.1 seconds. Yeah, he's doing a fabulous job there, is Maxwell. I mean, he knows how to win races. He knows how to win championships as well. He is, of course, our reigning prototype champion.
He is indeed.
And yeah, Parker there, still hanging on.
Yeah, it's still 10.5 seconds between him and Glugokeki, so he's not losing a lot of pace.
Indeed. So yeah, Glugokeki, I think it's safe to say, is quicker, but just not quick enough, which is very surprising given Parker's lack of front end. I mean, 51.1. Yeah, okay, he lost a second to Glugokeki on that lap, but still, this only a second. I would expect a lot more than that. So yeah, absolutely amazing job by Parker.
Yeah, he's doing really well with such a damaged car. There's a
Let's see,
fastest lap
on
there in the LMPs for Tomalar in 1:56.
Indeed, and fast lap for Hugvin in the LMP2s in a 1:49.
Oh.
And there's Weaver in the grass. Looks like he's had a spin of some sort. He's back underway again. Didn't look like he hit the barrier. So it looks like the only damage there will be to Pride.
Oh, there's the lock up there.
So Tome, despite not having any front end, is currently running second. Meese is about 3.5 seconds back, 8.5 seconds off the lead. Another lock up there for Tome. So yeah, maybe this is proving that to get a podium, you need to knock your front wing off. Because this is both classes now.
Yeah, it does suggest that that's the way to go, lighten your car, and you can go just as quick.
So yeah, that gap at the lead now up to 1.8 seconds and growing. So yeah, like you were saying, Steve, it does look as if Maxwell's gonna head to the lead and then just scamper away with this one. Just like Malaran is doing in the LMP3.
Yeah, I mean, it's fifth overall position at the moment. Is a cracking result there, and another fastest lap goes in from Tomalar as well.
You see Winslade up to 4th. Oh, what's happened to Kuzmarek? Parker's now 2nd. So,
A spin there.
Oh, Kuzmarek,
Just a half spin, yeah.
Again, no damage, of course, but just lets Parker breeze past. So this is going to be very interesting. Parker with the damage. Can he keep Kuzmarek behind?
Yeah, I think he's got to make hay while the sun shines there, because obviously Pavel's probably cooked his tyres a little bit, so he'll have to wait maybe half a lap to a lap for him to cool down so he gets the grip back. So he's got to try and scamper away as fast as he possibly can as well.
Indeed. Oh, of course, I doubt it'll be too long before his tyres are back in the optimum working range. But yeah, that gap's at 1.2, 1.1 seconds now, so we'll keep an eye on that as we see Hugvin getting past Malaran. That's not a pass for position, of course, they are in separate classes. Malaran being the leading driver in the LMP3. Got Weaver just hanging back, not wanting to do a dive on Meesters, which is very nice to see, very respectful of him. Winslade there in 4th. So that spin, or that little half spin for Kuzmarek, has increased the gap at the front that Maxwell has to 7 seconds. As we see Weaver having a little spin there into the out of the final corner. Again, that's where it gets so bumpy, it's so hard to put the traction down. Just 2 laps to go, well, 1.5, as Maxwell will complete this sequence of corners and then onto the back straight and then onto the final lap.
Yeah, it's a great run there from Stephen Maxwell. He's obviously, Pavel's had that little incident which has dropped him behind Parker, but he continues to stretch his lead, does Maxwell. He shouldn't have a problem this lap, just to take it nice and steady around this last lap and take the win again.
Yeah, that was Renwick getting it all wrong and into the barrier. So, yep, there we go. Maxwell now onto the final lap. And yeah, nice big gap behind him, so he does not need to push. Someone who does need to push, though, that man right there, Pavel Kuzmarek. He's not really closed into up to Parker as much as I expected him to. I think, yeah, Parker doesn't have anywhere near as much damage as it looks. And yeah, I think Kuzmarek is going to have to do something pretty special on this last lap if he wants that P2.
Yeah, I think he's more of a chance at the moment of him falling into the clutches of Dlugo Keke here, as he made another mistake there as he came around that corner.
Indeed, a little mistake into the hairpin. And yeah, looks like Parker's now out of reach. I think he's fairly safe from Dlugo Keke unless he makes another mistake.
Yeah, not far to go now. Just another couple of 3 corners, and then it's the long straight. So,
in fact, Maxwell is now indeed. So he's got one more corner to go until he's back on the top step. There we go. Around the final corner, sunset for the final time. And the checkered flag is waving, and Stephen Maxwell wins at Sebring.
Yeah, congratulations, Stephen. A nice win there.
He's got 2 podiums, but no front wing. Dom Parker in 2nd place, followed by Kuzmarek and Dlugo Keke.
Oh, great result there for Dom on his return to the LMP2s. And yeah, there'll be a few quid spent on that car.
Definitely. As we see in the LMP3 class, once again, it looks like he's in a completely different class. Gio Malarin, he got a 7-second lead back to Tomei. But Malarin, also 1 corner to go. He goes very wide through sunset. I don't think he needs to go that far. Maybe he was hungry because he seems to have got a cone stuck in his mouth. Oh, no, he doesn't like that one. He's thrown it away. Across the line, Gio Malarin wins the LMP3 class at Sebring.
It seems to be a thing, this, with coming second and no front end. I might have to try it myself.
Indeed. And Meester's there, rounding out the LMP3 podium.
As we see the results coming up. Oh, great result for obviously Stephen Maxwell, and a nice 2nd place there. He's for Dom Parker, and Pavel Kuzmarek just losing out and to Dom Parker there and taking the bottom step on the podium. Dlugo Keke then with Mary Hugavine, Jake Weaver, Gavin Kelly, James Roddick, and bring up the rear there. 6 laps down with Dan Rice. And for the MP3, Tom Malarin taking another victory there, and Zhao Tomei, followed by Rich Meesters on the podium, with Gareth Winslade, Mark Brown, and Mark Innes. So yeah, some good results there.
Indeed. So yeah, congratulations to Malarin and Maxwell for winning this race.
I'll be interested to see what he does to the championship standings.
Indeed. So they should hopefully be appearing any minute.
And there's Fred there with his green flag. Good old Fred. So
there we go.
David Dlugo Keke it's up on to in first position. He stays in first. My apologies. 385 points there. With Stephen Maxwell 2nd, and Mary Hugavine going up 1 place to 240 points, 42 points from 3rd place. Gavin Kelly, and then Michael Messenger, Pavel Kuzmarek, Ben Charcraft, and the following. So yeah, it's going to be interesting with the LMP3 field there, with Tom Malarin extending his lead to 324 points, followed by Rich Meesters and Gary Winslade. Zhao Tomei, Russell Bright not competing today, falls down 4 places, with Ryan Suzuki in 5th or 6th. The championship for teams, we've got Riskiter top there, going up 1 place, and also Wizards Fire Ruby for the LMP2s, going up to second, with Wizards Black Sapphire into third place, dropping 2 places. And it was the Stupid Aguri up another couple of places as well. The LMP3s, Wizards Green Emerald taking first spot now with 579 points from No Slots No Glory, and obviously slightly handicapped with Russell not racing tonight. And then Cool Camel Silver, same again with Rich Meesters, the only one staying in third place.
So next time out we've got Jerez. So that's all we've had time for at Sebring. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Mark. Joining me in the commentary booth has been Steve.
Yeah, thanks Mark. It's been a pleasure to be here as per usual. And yeah, I look forward to Jerez. It's going to be a good race.
Indeed. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.
Bye.